Namaste, this is your weekly reading with me, the Queen of Cups Montreal. This week we will be exploring your connection to your spirit guides and the messages they hold for you. At this point, I invite you to pick your path and choose the crystal which resonates strongest. In the video description, you will find links to my website for services, my Etsy shop for crystals, and my social media. You will also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. Have a great week. Love all and harm none. This includes yourself. Namaste, Labradorite group. Thank you for joining me today. As I mentioned in the intro, we are going to be doing a reading about spirit guides. We're going to be doing a reading about what they have to tell you, how to connect deeper, and what they're helping you with, so that you can give a little shout out to your spirit guide, or you can connect with them deeper on what they are trying to help you with. I think that we should all try and connect with our guides because they're ever present, and sometimes it helps us to not feel so alone. So this is the Labradorite group. Thank you for joining me. Position number one is, what are your guides, or what is your guide helping you with? I believe we have multiple guides. I mean, some of us are a full-time job, so we would need a little bit extra help. So what are your guides or guide helping you with? Okay. Your guide or guides, we'll say guides so I don't have to keep doing that. Your guides, Labradorite group, are helping you with learning how to hone your gifts, your abilities, learning how to grow and transform spiritually, learning how to become the best you, and utilizing everything within you, gifts that you may have not even tapped into yet, knowledge and wisdom that's locked inside but you haven't tapped into yet. So your guides are helping you find the answers within and around, and helping you unveil your true self. You're going through a big transformation right now, Labradorite group, and your guides are helping you to tap into all the secrets and magic that are locked within that can help you achieve that. Lucky you, very fortunate. I shouldn't say lucky, blessed you are, Labradorite group. What do your guides want you to know as you're going through this transformation, and they're helping you to see the true gifts you have locked within and the true sacred wisdom you have locked within? What do your guides want you to know? I feel like this. Your guides want you to know that you're fully capable of, and it is time to allow yourself to release, allow yourself to let go. The snake doesn't need to be told when or how to shed old skin. It just happens. And I like how both of these, you might not be able to see it, both of these cards have a bit of sacred geometry locked within them, or that imagery, and they both have snakes. Look at this. A snake here, and his background is very faint, and a snake here. So as you become more in touch with your gifts, your inner wisdom, your knowing, your abilities, you will also be able to let stuff go. You'll be able to heal and transform and shift and renew and experience a phase of rebirth. So I almost feel like your guides are telling you it's happening. You don't have to worry about it happening. It's going to happen. As you acknowledge your true power and empower yourself and the true depths of your spirit and your wisdom, then you're going to shed old skin naturally. So don't force it, or don't feel like you have to do anything to force it. How do you connect deeper with your guides? How does the Labradorite group connect deeper with their guides? And she is the protection guardian. What it's saying is, let your guards down, at least with the spiritual realm, at least with the spiritual side. Let your guard down. Let them come to you. Expand your mind. You might want to get into some Labradorite is very fitting actually for you, Labradorite group. You might want to get some crystals that help you expand your mind, meditate, astral project, a lucid dream, drop your shields, allow these messages to come to you. They're all around you. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Sometimes it's just about setting the intention that you're willing to receive. So let your guard down a little bit and invite them in, and be open-minded. I think that's the message that you have here. And finally, let's find out a little bit more about your main guide, or the guide that is strongest for you at this time. I feel that at different times in our lives, different guides step forward with different attributes and different gifts. So I just want to give you a little insight into who's holding your hand through all this. Who's walking side by side with you. And I feel like this is an old soul. I feel like your spirit is one, your spirit guide is one that wants you to explore the depths and the possibilities of the universe. This is an old soul, a wise soul. This could be an alternate reality, or a parallel reality, as we say, or a past life, or a parallel life. So this is somebody that travels, could be astral projecting with you. This is somebody that is a traveler of the universe, of the realities, or of lives. You could have known them in a past life, on the other side, more intimately, or in a parallel life. Don't even get me started on parallel lives. So this is somebody, this is your guide. Some part of this may resonate with you, be the exploring spirit, or the knowing spirit, or for some reason I keep feeling like astral projection. So this is somebody that when you astral project at night, which most of us do from one time or another, this could be who you meet. They want you to get a higher perspective for life. They're trying to open your mind to the realm of possibility that you've yet to conceive of. This is not somebody that's necessarily helping you with the day-to-day. This is somebody that's helping you expand your consciousness. So Labradorite is definitely fitting here. I want you to allow yourself to transform. Get a grounded energy, maybe some hematite. We haven't tapped into that lately. By grounding your energy, you also feel less vulnerable, and you more willing to open. And because your guide is very much of the stars and very much of the universe and astral projection energy, I want you to almost couple that with some moonstone. Work together with that energy. Work together with their divine vibration and their otherworldly. That's the word I was looking for. Their otherworldly vibration. I want you to tap into that. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Never be shy to reach out to your guides and just ask a question. Most likely they will come to you with an answer in some medium or form. They're there to help, as am I. With every reading, I send out love and healing vibration, and I hope it reached you today. Namaste, guys. Thanks again. Namaste, Moonstone group. Thank you for joining me. As I mentioned in the intro, this is about a spirit guide reading and a spirit guide connection to know what your guides are helping you with. What your guide or guides want you to know, how to connect deeper with them, and then an insight about who your most forward pronounced guided energy is coming from. So you get to know them a little bit if they want to make an appearance today. So what are your guides helping you with? We're all lucky because we all have guides. Whether you've made contact with them or not, they're there. You are not alone. Your guide is helping you to go within and focus on your own needs. Are you always helping other people? Are you always looking to other people? Are you having a time that's materially difficult to provide for your needs right now? We went through a very difficult thing for the economy on a global scale. We're still going through it in some respects. So in some way, your guides are helping you to provide for yourself, to make sure your needs are met. They're leading you on a path where you won't have to worry for your emotional, potentially physical, spiritual needs. They're helping you with that. You're not alone. So if you're feeling lack in any area, know that you are not alone, Moonstone group. Okay? So you're not alone, and they're with you. What do your guides want you to know? I think that's pretty clear. I mean, they're helping to provide for you. They're helping to make a way for you. But maybe there's another message here, or an elaboration on the previous message. The possibilities are endless. Okay, your guides want you to know that you're going to be getting important information coming soon. Sometimes guides answer us through the TV or social media, or through angel numbers, or through a book falling off the shelf onto our heads. Important information is coming to you soon via your guides. So be like, open up your ears to that, okay? Open up your mind, expand your consciousness, be open to it, and setting the intention that you're willing to listen and willing to receive is often enough. So you don't have to go seeking it, just be open to it. But your guides want you to know, like, an important message, I feel, responding to taking care of your needs is coming soon. I'd love to see how this goes. Please comment in the description below once your news comes, if you feel like sharing. It's going to be transformative. We have the snake here. Snake is a symbol of transformation and rebirth. So your guides want you to know that some important news is coming, important information. How do you connect deeper with your guides? I think this is even more pertinent because important information may be coming from their direction. Love and let yourself be loved. Isn't that beautiful? So know that your guides love you. Trust in the love the universe, the divine, and your guides have for you, and open your heart space. You might want to just do a heart chakra meditation or clearing. Open your heart space and allow them to love you. They want to take care of you. They want to look after you. Allow them to do it. Trust in the love they feel for you. And then we have what guide is it? What is your primary, or what guide wants to come forward? I believe we have more than one guide. This one wants to come forward and reveal themselves. So I thought I'd give you a little information about what they want to reveal about themselves to the Moonstone group. Something about your guide right now. This might not resonate for everybody. But I mean, everybody's been everybody who watches this has been guided here for a reason. I firmly believe that. So let's see what your guide wants to reveal. Interesting. So the guide presented with the spirit of spring, regrowth, renewal. This could be a relatively a spirit that's relatively new to being a spirit guide. We're not all born spirit guides, or we don't all start on the other side of spirit guides. I'm getting the impression that your spirit guide may be relatively new. For others of you, this could be a more feminine energy. So it could be a woman that's trying to come through. And there could also be a past connection. I often feel with our guides there's a past connection. So this is a rebirth. It could be that your guide's coming through soon again. So you might meet them in person on this earth. They might be born soon, because this is the season, spring is the season of rebirth. So I just draw that card for a little insight. It's a little bit of, peeking into the veil of the other side. So it could be that your guide is a female energy. I find spring, because of the rebirth, has a divinely feminine energy. Could be that this is a new energy to being a spirit guide, or that they're going to be born soon and you get to meet them face to face and you get to have that kindred connection. Lucky you. All right. I want you to open your heart space up wide, wide, wide. I want you to get some Labradorite for that. You guys know the drill. Rose quartz or pink agate. Open that heart space up. Get that energy flowing. I want you to be keen to these spiritual messages. Some selenite might do you a world of good there. And I also feel like you're worried about provision. Get a dark stone. Get some smoky quartz for yourself so you feel grounded, your root is strengthened, and you trust that your guides will come through and that you will be provided for. Thanks for joining me, guys. With every reading, I try and send out a little dose of love and peace and good vibrations. I hope you received it today. I'll be back again next week. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe. Namaste, Selenite group. Thank you for joining me. As I mentioned in the intro, this is a reading all about your spirit guides. I believe that you've been spirit guided here today for a reason, and I hope that I answer some questions about what your guides are helping you with, what your guides may want you to know, how to connect deeper with them, and finally, a little bit of insight about what guide wants to come forward to you right now, or what your guide wishes, your primary guide. I believe we have one guide that's always with us. So what your primary guide wants you to know about them, or what they choose to reveal, if anything at all. So position number 1, this is for my Selenite group, is what are your guides helping you with? I believe we have more than one, as I mentioned, but I believe there's like one focal one that's been with us that will be with us our whole lives. So what are your guides? You have a big team, because I know my guides have a full-time job. I don't think one person could do it. Your guides are helping you to shift your perception. Your guides are helping you to see things differently, potentially see yourself differently. I believe those are like the wings of a crow, because they're black, which is a sign of transformation. And I feel like your guides, you may be going through a difficult time right now, but your guides are helping you to shift your perception, rise above things, maybe look through the shallow surface things, look through things, look past appearances, shift your perception. Your guide is trying to show you something, expand your mind, expand your heart, and be willing to see. It may be a difficult time. There's a lot of darker energy or clouder energy on this card, even though she's absolutely stunning. But your guides are trying to show you something through this darker or challenging moment about what you need to see. Do you need to see something about someone or a situation? What your guides want you to know. Hopefully this will give us some clarity about what they want you to see. Okay, so your guides want you to know that you need to take care of yourself right now. Your guides want you to know, shift your perception. Somebody may be misleading you or taking all the attention, or some situation may be taking all the attention, but you need to provide for yourself. I almost feel like with this card, there's this intense knowing that you will provide for yourself. Your guides may also be telling you you need to go this alone right now. And the only reason for that is because you need to see something. Remember, you needed to shift your perception. So I feel like your guides telling you, quiet everything down like the winter. Just focus on your needs. Focus on what you need to do. And tune out all the noise. And sometimes even people we love can be noise. So I want you to focus on tuning out the noise. Okay? And getting back in touch with yourself and your needs. There's a message here, guys. I feel like this is one of the more serious messages of the day. So, though the Moonstone group was pretty serious as well, I think if your guides have to say it, it just goes without saying that it's serious. Alright, how to connect deeper with your guides. And I think in this case, how to connect deeper with your guides and shift your perception in the direction they want to see you shift it. Honor your inner knowing. Are you clairaudient or clairsentience? Somehow you need to honor that voice within. I know at first I thought it was a little loopy when I started, having a deep sense or a deep voice from within, but it's really your guides trying to communicate with you. So honor your inner knowing. You could be clairsentient or clairaudient. You could be an empath. Trust that where you're being drawn, where your energy is being directed, hear that inner voice, honor that inner wisdom. Sometimes it's not just you, like your inner voice, it's something much bigger. It's the divine, it's the universe, it's your guides telling you, heed your instinct. Another word for it can be instinct, gut, intuition, inner voice, thought life, unless it's negative. And then I'm going to go off on my little tangent, guys. I've been being so good about tangents. So your thought life is like this. Either it's factual, it's helpful, or it prepares you for the future. So when I say listen to your inner knowing, when it tells you that you're a failure and you're never going to amount to anything, I know it's an extreme example, that's not factual and it's not helpful and doesn't prepare you for the future, right? So negative self-talk is automatically X'd off the list. When you get inner knowing, guides tell you what you can do with it. It's usually helpful. It's informative. It gives you insight for the future. It better prepares you. So honor this inner voice. Not all inner voices should be heeded. I think sometimes they come from our past and, like I said, from low self-esteem and from people who have traumatized us or hurt us. All right, on to a lighter note. What does your primary guide, or what guide wants to step forward today for the Selenite group? This part won't, resonate with everyone. No reading will resonate with everyone, but I just thought it was a fun addition to get a little glimpse at like who your guide is and what they want you to know about them. If anything, let's take a look. Selenite group, what kind of guide are we dealing with? I feel like this should go like that. I think you have a fun guide. You have a guide that likes to see you in community, likes to see you rejoice, likes to see you have a good time. This is a guide that might communicate through fun things like social media with angel numbers, which are fun, or through music. This could be a guide that communicates with you through television. I think I said that already. But this is a fun guide. It's an uplifted spirit. It's a joyous spirit. They like to see you celebrate yourself, and they like to give you reasons to celebrate. And they like to fill you with joy. So when you have just a little smile on your face, or you remember that joke from ages ago that makes you laugh, or that memory that warms you up and on the inside, that could be your guide just kind of giving you a little wink and a nod, because this guide likes to see you happy. This guide likes to see you rejoice. What else could we say about this guide? I feel like this guide likes to see you rejoice. Will bring you light and love and positive energy. And I feel like this is, definitely a fun vibration. So when you're thinking something and a song comes on that just makes you smile or get up and dance, that could be a little nudge from your guides. Guides like to have fun too, guys. Yeah. All right. So selenite for sure, because we need to honor our inner wisdom. So you need some selenite. I feel like you really need to expand your mind, guys, because Spirit is trying to get you to shift your perception on something. So get some lapis lazuli or amethyst. Spirit's really trying to get your attention. I want you to heed that advice. I want you to heed that warning. And connect with your guide on the sunny side of things. A little bit of sunstone. A little bit of sunstone and creativity. I just had a last thought. Maybe your guide likes to communicate through little rays of sunshine and rainbows. I don't know. There's my guide whispering in my ear. Maybe, maybe wishful thinking. So I do feel like you're going to get a big perception shift. It'll be about taking care of your needs, but you have to trust your inner knowing to get there. And you have a guide that's really full of love and light. Guys, thank you for joining me. I love connecting with you. With every reading, I always send out a little bit of love and light just to uplift you for your week ahead. Take care of each other and take care of yourself. I'll see you again next week. Thanks for joining me, guys. Namaste.